Hello friends and welcome to another video lesson from DBOS Talks. If you haven't subscribed yet, please click subscribe and click the bell so that you can be notified of new uploads. In this video, we'll get to know what kind of software we don't need to download or install in our Windows desktop, laptop, or device, simply because you already have them pre-installed in your Windows environment, in your OS. The software I will mention here are available for Windows 10 and as well as in higher versions. And just to mention this, I've looked it up actually. The plural for software is also software, not softwares. So I'm just mentioning that. So the first one we'll talk about is file compression software. The first of the short list I have category of software that we don't need to download or install because we already have it built in or pre-installed in Windows. First is file compression software. So we use a file compression software, sometimes called zipping software, to decrease a file size, and there could be a couple of reasons to do that. One is you wanted to recover disk space and choose to zip seldom used file, right? Or you wanted to create a backup of a file. That's also another purpose. Another is you wanted to attach the file to an email and wanted to keep it small in size. So you zip it. So in this first demonstration, I will show you why you don't need to download a special software for this purpose of zipping or compressing a file. Okay, so the first is to go to the folder where you have the file that you wanted to zip or compress. In this case, I'm at that location right now, and I wanted to zip or compress the file called this one, the one I've highlighted, some.zip. So once you've selected that file with your mouse or your keyboard, you right-click on that, and the context menu comes up. You go to Send to, and then you choose Compressed Zipped Folder. And you click that, by default, it will create a same named file with a different extension, which is a zip compression. Zip extension, ZIP. So it is highlighting to you, prompting you if you wanted to accept this default file name, or just you wanted to replace it to something that, in my case, I wanted to just accept it as it is. So I'll just press enter. Although it is the same file name, it will have a different extension, which is ZIP. And if you expand the type, you will see it's compressed zip folder. If you go to DOS level, the DOS level, the OS, then you will see it's ZIP. If you want to check it out, you can double click on that and it will open. It will show you what's inside. Okay. So in this first demo, you have seen that we can zip a file without necessarily downloading or installing a special software for that purpose. And this will become useless if there is no functionality to reverse the effect, which is to decompress, uncompress, or unzip this file. And you can do that by simply right-clicking that file and clicking on Extract All. And you can do that on your own free time. For this first demonstration, which is about file compression, I have a much longer video devoted to this topic, which is I will be posting. It's already there in the video description. Okay, so if you wanted to do a deep dive on this topic, you can go to the video description and look for that link there related to this topic. Okay, so that's the first one. The second is that disk space management software. So as the name suggests, you would want to use this software to monitor your disk space usage, meaning what programs, what files are taking up a big chunk of your disk space. In your Windows search field, you can just type the word storage. When you do that, it will the first thing that will come up is storage settings, so you can click on storage settings. You give it some time, let it do its thing. It will process, it will scan through your hard disk. And when it's done, it will give you a high level information. So this one tells me that my Windows device has one drive called C, which has a disk capacity of 237 gigabytes. That's billion bytes, GB. And first level breakdown, it consists of 129 of the 237 GB capacity. 129 GB is used, meaning it's filled up by files or programs that were installed, and the remaining is 107 GB free. So apart from the numeric values that we're seeing, you also have a graphic representation here which can help you visualize how much disk space you have and how much disk space you have left. Okay, so without even looking at the numbers here, just the graphic representation can give you a good visualization of how much disk space you still have left. Okay, apart from that, it gives you like a list of the top 3 consumers of disk space. So it categorizes them with some cute names here: other, apps and features, temporary files. So apps meaning application equals program equals software, so they mean the same. Now, what's the beauty of this is that first it gives you the top 3 consumers. It will help you to investigate, to drill down, to narrow down if you are trying to find out which is the culprit in terms of disk space usage in your computer. Okay, and it will give you it can help you make a wise decision on what to do next: uninstall certain programs or delete certain big files that are not in use. Okay, let's just say I wanted to drill down on the item called apps and features, which is gobbling up 25.3 GB. So I can click on that, and it will give me a nice listing of the programs currently installed. By default, it is listed according to the name alphabetically, but since my intention maybe is to identify which programs are using up a lot of disk space, and I wanted to uninstall those that are not really used that much, so you can resort the items here. Sort by, click on the drop down, and you can choose size. So the items will be resorted according to size, disk space usage. Okay, so based on that, you can make a decision whether or not to uninstall this or that. Okay, so that is storage settings, which is a good substitute to downloading or installing a software devoted to disk space management. Again, on this topic, I have a much longer video that will give you a deep dive, a semi-deep dive on this topic, also posted in the video description below. Third thing on the list is dictation software. I close this now. So dictation software, what is it? It receives an input of a voice from you, and the output is text, meaning you're dictating and the software is converting your voice data into textual data, into character data, text. Okay, so I'll just open this file called dictation. So the starting point is to press the key combination of Windows key. I hope you know what the Windows key is. You can look it up. It has the logo of Microsoft Windows in it. It's in your keyboard. It's on your keyboard. So you press the Windows key, and while it's pressed down, while it's held down, press on H. So I'll do that now. So when you do that, you will see a small microphone icon appeared at the top of my monitor, and now it's beginning to type. Actually, whatever I speak, it is typing as I speak. As I speak, it will type. Okay, I will bring the cursor somewhere down here, and sometimes it will stop. Let me just try if it will still type. It doesn't. If it doesn't, then I will click on this microphone icon again, and then it will start listening, and then it will again continue typing. That's how easy it is. So this is very helpful for those who are physically challenged, as well as for those who are just busy and wanted to do something, multitasking. Okay, so this is the beauty of that. That is, instead of downloading, installing a dictation software, you can use this functionality. Nothing to be installed, nothing to be downloaded. Okay, dictation software, but this is it. Again, the starting point is the combination of the Windows key and the letter H. Okay, and then you'll be prompted by this microphone here. At the first time you'll use it, there will be a link here that will need to be clicked, and it will lead you to the online speech recognition settings window, where you just need to slide the slider to the on position, and you're good to go after that. Okay, so I will close this and stop this thing. Okay, there's the third one, which is dictation software. Again, on this same topic, I have a deep dive video on that in the description below. Number 4 on the list is screenshot and snipping software. I'll open it just for demonstration, not this one, the other one. So screenshot and snipping software. If you count back a few years, maybe a decade, we have a couple of software devoted to doing that. Because it all started with a print screen button in the Windows keyboard, but other companies came along with a better idea, which is giving you a more dynamic, a more flexible way of capturing a screenshot. Selective. You can do a windowing style, not the whole screen, not the whole desktop. So now, instead of downloading and installing such a software, you don't have to. This one is also being catered to by Windows. Okay, one, of course, you have the snipping tool, which is something I believe many of you are already using. That snipping tool, you can click on the new, and then you can window whatever view you wanted to capture. It gets captured to the clipboard, and you can paste it to any Windows application such as Word. Not any, but maybe Windows, Word, Excel, PowerPoint. Not Notepad, because it's purely text. But there is a newer version to this one, which is called screenshot and snipping software. So you just type on your Windows screen search field screenshot. No, what you do is you use a key combination of Windows plus Shift plus S. Okay, I'll do that because sometimes it doesn't work. Windows Shift. Okay, for some reason it's not working, but anyway, I also have a longer video on this topic in the description below. So that is screenshot and snipping software. But if that doesn't work on a very bad day, you can still go back to your good old snipping tool. Okay. Otherwise, you can visit my video, which is a longer discussion on that. Also, I'll be posting in the description below. Okay, I hope we learned something from this this installment of this video on what software we don't need to download and install, because we already have them pre-installed in our Windows OS. Thank you for watching, and if you haven't subscribed yet, please click subscribe and spread the word. And I hope to see you in the next video.